What it is, guys, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you with more Dokkan Battle, and I gotta admit, this battlefield has been a pain in my ass. Let's talk about this. We haven't talked about Battlefield in a while, and they finally leveled this up in a way that really makes it challenging. I mean, really makes it challenging. Let's have a little discussion, because I'm getting my ass kicked right now in Battlefield. Okay? Level 1. This Max Power Master Roshi is pretty straightforward. He's the same unit we've seen all the time. The only thing he does is he prevents you from stunning him, but you ain't got to worry about that. You're going to wipe him out. Whatever team you take in there, he's dead. Dude's not tough. Int 19. Now, Int 19 is an interesting unit. Okay? Cannot stun, cannot seal, and he will absorb any key-based attacks. How do you tell if an attack is key-based? I can already hear that question being asked. Let's talk about that real quick, okay? So, basically what you want to do, what I did is I took in my Super Fizz team. The reason I took in my Super Fizz team is because most of their attacks are not key-based. Now, let's go in here. So if you want to tell if an attack is key-based or not, we're going to go over here into Omega Shenron. There's this little blue icon down here. That blue icon tells me that that is a key-based attack. It looks basically like a power wave. Okay? If we go to Cell over here, we go to his details, look at Self-Destruct. Self-Destruct is not key-based. You see the blue Kamehameha wave there, and up on Solar Kamehameha, well, both of them are Solar Kamehameha. Here in the middle, Self-Destruct, this 11 key attack. You'll notice it did not have, let's go back there one more time, details. It does not have the little blue Kamehameha wave. That means that is not a key-based attack. That will be effective against the Android 18. Or, I'm sorry, 19. God, 18. So, that's kind of what you did. I'll show you what I did here. Let's go to Stage Info. Go back up here to the top. For Android 19, I found the easiest route is to use my Super Fizz team. Because my Super Fizz team is mostly comprised of units that have the option to not do key-based attacks. I believe Bardock is the exception. I could be wrong. I believe that both of his attacks are key-based. Trunks, his 18 key attack, is not key-based. Neither one of the attacks on the Great Saiyaman units are key-based, obviously because Videl doesn't have key-based attacks. Physical Trunks to the front, I forgot to mention him. The 11 key and the 12 plus key are not key-based. LR Gohan, I forget, but I know his 18 key is not. I don't remember the 12 key is or isn't. But let's be real, you're trying to get the 18 key anyway. Kale really is the one that came in clutch. And the Super Saiyan Bardock, his is not key-based either. So most of these units do not have key-based attacks. It's super handy. If you use a key-based attack, Android 18 will immediately absorb it. It's not a chance, he will. And he'll heal off of it. So whatever damage you were going to do, this is immediately going to go back into his health. That sucks. Don't get stuck in that position. First time I ran through this, I got stuck in that position. Because we're so used to Battlefield, we go in and we just go bam, 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 and don't even pay attention. And you get stuck on a unit like that. And it's a real simple thing to overcome. We've seen it before with Super 17, so it's the same mechanic. It's just in a unit we kind of should expect it from, if I'm honest. Now, but it's fairly straightforward. Once you figure that gimmick out, it's all done. Okay? Then we get to Strength Nova Shenron. He's really no big deal. Can't stun, can't seal, can't lower attack or defense, but he's still wiped out really easily if you just run like a Super AGL team. And notice we're all talking about mono teams up to now. This is the one that gets interesting. Tech Great Saiyaman. You need to bring a sealer or a stunner, one of the two. If I were to do it again, I would use my... because I want to say I used my Extreme Int team here. Yeah, you see, I had to come back in with my Fusion team because my Extreme Int team didn't quite do the trick. And I knew I was going to need them again later. So, if I was going to go build this team again, A, I would awaken some of these units that... I say awaken, but I have a couple units on here reversed. B, I would probably replace... I mean, Pasta's a good option here because I've got a lot of dodge in her. Me, personally, the way I built her, she's all dodge. She's not going to be a damage producer. She's there basically to dodge. I would take out Ginyu. Well, because even with Ginyu's tanking, I don't think he can survive it. But if nothing else, probably the best one to take out would honestly be Buhan. Take out Buhan, and I would put in, of all things, I put in General Blue. General Blue isn't like an 80% stunner, not sealer, stunner. So for me, that's going to give a lot more opportunities to produce damage and stop him from doing his thing. Okay? I had to go back in and I had to use my fusion team, and my fusion team wiped him the hell out. It was embarrassing for him, but it's also embarrassing for me because I had to go back in and redo that. It sucked. Great Saiyaman is hard. If he supers you, he will kill you. There's no question about it. He will not super the first turn. He can super anywhere from the second turn to eternity. I've had him go 6-7 turns without supering, but when he does, it's almost an instantaneous kill. Usually he hits you for like 300k, but I've never seen it not kill somebody. If somebody's had that experience, I'd be interested to know. That's why I brought Ginyu. I don't know if Ginyu got super attacked, would he get killed or not? 'Cause remember, Ginyu's got a good amount of damage reduction. I don't know if that's the case. My understanding is that it's a KO hit. It's intended to kill you. So just stay out of that situation. He can be stunned. He can be sealed. In fact, I think he's the only one in this entire run that actually can be stunned. And one of only 2 that can be sealed, including AGL Roshi. So take advantage of that. You'll need it, because if he supers you, you'll hate life. Physical Cooler. Physical Cooler is pretty straightforward. The only thing that's kind of weird about him is that he can perform multiple super attacks. Other than that, you know, like I brought my strength team, super strength team, and they wiped him out. It was no big deal. It was actually kind of funny. Okay, level 3 is where it gets interesting again. Now, Gohan's really no big deal. Gohan, his biggest gimmick is that he stops you from moving around certain units. He'll lock down a couple of units so you can't rotate them. It's a pain in the ass, but it's not something we haven't seen before, not something we haven't dealt before, almost on the regular. So I wouldn't say the daily, but I'd say on the regular. So with Gohan, no big deal. You can't stun, you can't seal. Some of the units you can't move around, but you know how to deal with that. It's pretty straightforward. I used a mono AGL team and wiped him the hell out. It was no big deal. Here is the true pain in my ass. Look at that. My Realm of Gods team got blown the hell up on the first round. Level 3 is a pain here. Tech hit is an absolute monster. Here's the deal. Cannot be stunned, cannot be sealed. You can't lower attack, you can't lower defense. You can't dodge. Any units you have that have dodge will be stopped. Like, I ran Caulifla through there just to test, because my Caulifla's got an insane amount of dodge. He can't be stopped. There's nothing you can do. The best thing I've got going for me here is I've got a few units left that I could throw in there, as you can see down here. But I'm saving most of those units for AGL. Well, okay, I'm saving my tech units for AGL Boo. AGL Boo is your last one. AGL Boo is no big deal. It's one that's all question marks on mine. Now, I have already been through this, but remember when you go back in, it doesn't exactly retain that data, so it's a thing. This is AGL Boo. AGL Boo cannot be stunned. He can be sealed. He will restore HP, which is why sealing is important. And I believe he reduces dodge. Yeah. So, I'm sorry. No, take that back. He has a 10% chance to evade your dodge. That's what it is. Or evade your dodge. To evade your attack. But still, I'll be honest with you. I ran in there with a super tech team last time and just raffle stomped him. It was hilarious. So I'm not worried about that. The biggest pain in the ass here is Tech Cell. So I'm at an impasse where I've got no choice but to take in some scrub teams. The only team that I've got left with any value at all is my Super Saiyan 3 team. I might be able to do a Super Saiyan 3, but I'm trying to hold off and hold those units over for for AGL Boo. If I can do that, that'd be perfect. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to assemble a Fizz team. And yes, I do know that my Broly, my AGL, I'm sorry, my AGL. It's late. My physical Broly is not Dokkan Awakened. He's not even reversed. He's just never bothered to Dokkan Awaken him. He doesn't have any super attack in him. I don't know why I brought him. I'll be real. There are better units I could have brought. It's a thing. But, I'll be real. I've never needed him in Battlefield before. And that's the realest real that I've got. Now, look at those defenses. Those defenses are awful. So I've got to pull him out of the fight. I've got to pull him out of the fight. I wish I had Omega and... So I'm thinking about how to do this. I don't think a super attack is going to happen here. It is not. That is okay. Yeah, this team's not going to last. The RNG just said no. The RNG just straight turned me down. Most of my units link really well in this team, but the RNG just flat out put me in like the worst possible situation. That's 228k. Team's dead. So you see, he is such a absolute pain in the ass. You've almost got to take in a category team. You really got no choice in this situation. I could try it with the strength team, but I don't foresee it happening. So this may be a restart. I may actually be completely out of options now. We'll see. Alright. I think he's the best lead for that. The only nice thing is if I have Jace on my team, I'll know when he's super attacking, but again, without any sealers and the inability to seal him, we've got some problems. Patara kind of has been my go-to for this guy, but the problem is if your Patara team doesn't have a good amount, like the AGL Super Vegito is basically his kryptonite. Well, no, I take it back. He's got type advantage against him. If he's super sure your AGL Super Vegito, he'll take him down. But AGL Super Vegito and units that have that much tanking kind of do their best work on him. All right. No super attacks here from the looks of things. Everybody's getting attacked twice. So I've got to play this one smart. Yeah, no, ain't gonna work. There's that silly part of me that thought maybe if I got to use super with Broly it would help, but we're just shy of that, so... I think this one's also a rip. I think this is a solid rip. Serious pain in my ass. I'm telling you. Tech Hit. I keep calling him Cell. Tech Hit is such an absolute... I mean, what a freaking... And the worst part is here... See, now Broly's going to have no defenses. Broly's going to just completely have no defenses, and we're going to get super attacked and murdered in the face. Okay. Jace can't finish this off. Nope. Jace is going to get us killed. And that's that. I have a ghost of a chance, but it's literally going to require me to use every unit that I've got. I'm going to basically have to build a scrub team here. Yeah, no choice. You have to build a scrub team. And just go in there and do as much damage as I possibly can. Okay? As I said, I'm going to hold off on my techs. Alright, let's try this. This is going to give some interesting boosts to some units that... So the AGL Whiskey Bitch there actually might help out a bit too. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best bet right there. And the kind of hope that I've got here is we can do literally just enough damage. I mean just enough damage to eke him out. If we can't, that's it. That's a solid rip. And this is a bad team. This team is not the team I'd prefer to bring. I would prefer to bring... So the question is, can I get stupid lucky? And I believe the answer is yes. But let's find out first of all. So he's got a little bit more health, and he's got a lot of additional attack. That's not enough super attack material, but it might eke out this last 9% of his health. Let's do this. Okay. See, every time he hits 65k damage, just such a monster. Now, I was really kind of banking on getting the... Oh. Ah! No! See what I mean? See what I mean? The RNG really is not in the mood to deal with me tonight. I am not. Like, the RNG gods just hate me tonight for some reason. It's just hilarious. I mean, it's kind of like depressing, but it's also hilarious. Man, if Super Saiyan 3 Goku had gotten off his if he had gotten off his initial attack, that would have been the end of it. I'm gonna do that. Let's just see. I mean, odds are pretty good we're gonna have an All Saiyaman team come up first, and if that's or Cyberman team come up first. But if I have, oh my god, we could literally take one hit. I will. If this is going to be absolutely hilarious if this actually works out. Utterly hilarious if this works out. Please work out. Oh my god, get out of here. Come on. Come on. All right. That's a rip. That's a rip. So you see what I mean? This battlefield is a pain in the ass. So if you want my opinion, I think Potara is the best bet. But you've got all the opportunities in the world for the RNG just not to work in your favor. So be cautious about this battlefield. Okay? I said, I wish I could show you AGL Boo. It's not going to let me. AGL Boo is not that hard. I've had no problems with him in the past. But gotta do this. Yep. I've never had to do this in that. Well, okay, once. Like in the first one where I ran out of units. It was stupid. This is the hardest Dokkan Clash we've ever had. And next time around, we'll have even more units to contend with. Next time around, Let's see here. Pull up all the units. So next time it's very, very similar, except when we get to the end, you should have to face, I believe, 3 different units, if recollection serves. So get ready for that one. Let's see. Yeah. So the next one adds a third phase before the boo. So same units, same basic concept, different types, but it adds a third stage before boo. So good luck. Good luck. Hopefully you get this down, practice it, because when you get to that next one, you'll definitely need the practice. That's going to be the video, guys. I hate to do one where I get beat the hell down and retire, but you got to see the real deal when it comes to some of these things. Like, it's real easy to show you an amazing, successful run. It's another thing to show you the truth behind how all this crap goes down sometimes. So, that's the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow my Birdman. Hit me up a Booker. I'll be back with more Dokkan Battle tomorrow. Good luck. For real. Good luck.